Yo, what's up guys? So we got SF9 Fanfare. Apparently this is their debut song. I don't know anything about SF9, but like I got a text from my friend Brian this morning, who is like my Maryland high school non-K-pop fan who didn't know anything about K-pop, watched one BTS music video, and now he knows more than me apparently. So it was like the first thing I got when I woke up, and I'm thinking, oh, my friend Brian, he's like, dude, SF9, you gotta check out their debut. And I was like, how do you know more about K-pop than me? So this is for you, Brian, let's do it up. A lot of TVs. Joe, there's 9 of them. That makes sense. Where's the bass? Ooh, that's dirty. You can predict the drop, but not how it drops, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Yo, they're sassy with their legs, bro. Alright, Picasso. Yo, that shirt. I want it. Okay, they have very, very good vocals. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, alright, Mr. Chiseled Jawline. I see you. Yo, were those like Sega Genesis games? Break it down. I could tell he was the rapper. I couldn't tell. Alright. Yo, they just stay in that high vocal range though. Yo, I'm liking this a lot. And it just transitions right into the chorus. Beautiful harmonization, people. Fanfare. Yo, I want to do that right now to my wall. This is going so fast and there's so many of them. I'm trying to like wrap my mind around this right now. Yo, are there 3 rappers? I like their group dances. They're all doing something different, but they're working together. And, I mean, even SF9 needs a break. Yo, who is that dude with the chiseled jaw, though? It was a confetti bomb. See, we need some of those. That's what we need. Am I doing it? I'm not doing it. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay, no, those TVs could not handle that. I think you should just replace that with one giant big screen. Wouldn't look as cool though, so I understand the situation. SF9 though, what fanfare? Okay, so I really enjoyed this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know that they're like new, this is their debut, but it didn't exactly feel that way to me. It didn't feel like this was a debut. It did feel like a debut, don't get me wrong, but it didn't feel like we're watching some rookie group. It felt like we're watching some seasoned group. Like, I wouldn't have been able to tell this from another group, like, oh, this is like a new Shiny song or BTS or whatever. Like, if they were to show me this and be like, this is SF9, they've been making tons of albums, this is like their 5th album single, I would have just assumed, like, yeah, that's a really awesome group. They're well seasoned, but I would never have guessed that this was their very first one. I mean, this is really good for a debut. Like with most debuts out there that I've been seeing, it's more of a hyped party clubbing beat song, and that's the way they usually are. It's the way that should be in my mind. It's more of like it's a statement. This is who we are and this is what we're capable of. And they were like showing their rappers, they were showing their harmonization between their high vocalists, they were showing their dance individually in a group, they were showing all the aspects about themselves and all those cutscenes that we saw didn't necessarily have to be some story or some rich meaning behind it. It was more of showing different aspects and sides of their personalities to us, or at least the personalities that they're trying to develop, that the company is trying to develop individually with all of them. Everyone's going to be different when you watch a song. Like, people are going to say, oh, I wanted more of this or less of that, but at the end of the day, this is a debut. They're trying to appeal to as many people as possible, so we have to keep that in mind. Like, when the raps happened, I wanted the raps to continue. I wanted them to be like a bigger part of it, but you know, it's just a small part of it, but that's cool. That's the way it was supposed to be. That being said, if they start growing in their fan base and hopefully getting their name out and starting to like gain momentum, and they'll start releasing albums, they'll start coming out with more concepts, they'll try different things, and we can probably expect more focused material, not necessarily like more of a general party song like this was. Even though it was fantastic, we'll probably see stuff that's more heavy on the raps, or more maybe slower and more of a ballad type song, or maybe more that's just a party song and no raps included or whatever. We'll see different concepts, because that's typically what happens with these debuts when they start blowing up and getting bigger. They try all these different concepts, so that's something we can expect. Not crazy about 9 members. I know that's just my thing. Like, not everyone thinks that way, and like I'm not gonna write them off completely because I think there's too many members, and it just 9 gets to the point where I feel like people lose their individualism. And for someone like me, I don't even know how to word this, but when I watch something that has like a ton of members, a ton of group members, I start getting like information overload. Like, I'm always trying to figure something out. I'm trying to like learn people's names and like figure out a group in a situation as best as I can. Like, that's how I wrap my brain around a group. But in this case, like something like this, I feel like it's information overload. It's like too much to figure out, and I just get like turned off, and I'm thinking, screw it, I can't figure this out. I don't have time for this. Like, ones with like 3 or 4 members, like that's so much more my size. That's more Josh's size group. I'm totally not gonna completely write them off, obviously, because they're 9 members. Like, they can totally still win me over, and they probably will. Either way, like, what did you guys think? I want to hear from you. Is 9 members like too much in your opinion? Like, I've never asked you guys that. I'm actually curious. Like, do you think that that's like too many members? Do you feel like 3 is too small, or does it completely depend on the group? Do you ever feel like you get turned off from a group that has too many or too few members? Thank you for watching, and thanks, Brian, for requesting this. Please leave any other suggestions like this down below, or any comments about this. I want to hear from you guys. Definitely follow my Snapchat and my Twitter, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.